iPad artist and digital planner designer, and today I want to show you how to use the new 2021 undated planner that I created. You can purchase this planner from my website using the link mentioned below in this video. If you like to follow along with me as I want to show you around with this planner, I created this planner to help you organize 2021 by designing digital planner using vectors. So if you want to know more about my digital planner using only your iPad before purchase, check out this video today. I'll be showing you how to use this planner in the app GoodNotes. Once you download the planner from the website, you should see the option to open and GoodNotes. So I wanted to note that this planner is undated for 2021. So you can see that you can navigate through the planner by just swiping. But it's much easier to get around using the linked buttons here. So to use those, you have to turn on the no pencil symbol. So when it's turned off, you will see all of the drawing tools, and then when it's on, the drawing tools disappear. So that menu has to be gone in order to use these links. So I will turn on that note pencil symbol, and then I can start clicking around to the various sections. So the very first button is the help button. This shows a link to this video, the planner sections, and all of the Xcodes for the colors that I use throughout the planner, and I will show you how to add those to your pen colors and GoodNotes. So the first button at the top here is this help page. The second button is lined writing paper, and then we have blank paper, stickers, the early view, and then everything on the bottom here is customizable. And I will show you how to use the buttons on the left. You will see links to all of the months of 2021. So if you click those, that just takes you to the monthly view for that month, and all of these are undated. One thing you will also notice if you go to a month view is that little colored boxes here. If you click on those, it takes you to the week view for that week, and then you can just swipe to go to the next week. So every single week of the year is linked with these little buttons, and then you can just swipe back and forth if you want to see the adjacent week. So back to the help section at the bottom here, you will see all the Xcodes that I use for all of these colors. So I like to write in those colors so the planner looks organized. Of course, you can write in any color you want, but I thought you may want to have access to these colors. So if you want to use those, check the no pencil symbol to turn that off. So you can see all of your writing tools. Once you see those writing tools, you can tap on the pen, and then you will see some color show up over here. If you tap on one of those colors and then tap custom, you will see the option to add a Xcode. So the Xcode is the number that on the little circle here. And so let's do this first one here, or the fifth one, FD06EA. And then that color shows up in the preset. Then all you have to do is tap the plus symbol that adds it to your preset, and you can see I have repeated that same process with all of these colors. If you want to remove a color, you can just tap edit, tap on that color, and then tap remove color. I like to do that. So just so only the pen colors that I use often are on the my quick list. So let's grab a color here, turn on the note pencil symbol so that I can click links. I will go to the lined pages and zoom in and just write something. You can select different option here at the pen. If you tap on it, fountain pen, ball pen, brush pen, and you can just play around with those to see how they work. And then the pen size you can just adjust over here. And then just double tap on the screen if you made a mistake, and it erases the text. So I have made some notes on my planner here, and I just want to highlight one to show that it's more important. So if you tap on the highlighter here, you will see that you can also do custom colors for the highlighters. It's the same process that we did for the pen, and I have only done the lighter colors because I thought those look better as highlighters. So you can choose to do just the lighter or both the light and dark colors. And then once you turn on that lighter and choose a color, you can highlight some more important things. This is one thing I like about GoodNotes over other note taking apps. Highlights over your text, whereas GoodNotes pushes the highlighter behind your text, so you can still see it really easily. So that's the basic of the writing tools. Another thing that you may want to do is use some of the stickers. So for example, if I go to January here, you can see that below there is this blank section, and I left that open so you could customize it however you like. So I'm going to go to the sticker section, which is the little star, and then choose a page. So let's just go to the shape page, and I want to use this green sticker right here. So I will turn off the note pencil symbol, tap the lasso to select, just make a little circle on that sticker, tap one time and tap copy. One note here, if you tap on the lasso tool, you want to make sure handwriting, images and text boxes is all selected. So you can select anything if one of this is deselected. You might have a little bit of trouble selecting some things. Now that I have my sticker copied, I can choose a month to paste it to. So let's just go to January, hold on a finger and then paste. Let's just put this down here at the end of the month. And now I can write something on that page. I'm going to use the same color as the paper because that contrasts really well with this dark color. You may also want to add something down here in this blank section, and let's say you realized you need a little more space right here. You can grab your lasso circle, whatever you have added, tap one time, resize and just make it smaller. So that fits a little better right now here. So let's go grab a box to put in here. So I'll go to my sticker page, make sure that no pencil symbol is on, tap the sticker button, and right now we are working on the monthly page. So I'm going to the monthly page insert. You will see there is also early page insert, weekly page insert and custom section. So of course you can use any of this in any section, but I size them specifically to fit well in the corresponding section. So I'm going to the monthly page insert and I want to grab this box and also this light pink, this light green. So I will turn off the note pencil symbol. Make sure the lasso tool is selected, and I'm just going to select each of these things that I want to use. So I'm just kind of circling through them and then end up back where we started. Tap and hold, and you have to tap and hold in the lassoed area, not outside it. Then I will tap copy. Let's go back to the January tab and hold and paste. So now I brought all those pieces that I need onto this page. So I will just tap once to deselect, then I can grab my lasso, move the first one into the place, and let's get this blue thing out of the way for now. So I'm just lassoing and then moving. So I always put the box down first, and then let's throw this colored header in and another one beside it, and then I write some text, let's say priorities, and then some other text over here, let's say finish. Moreover, I have mentioned some header ideas in my sticker section for your reference. So now I have got two nice lists down at the bottom of this page. You may want to have some way to check off these items. So you could go back to the sticker page and grab one of these shapes, and I'm just using that little blue symbol here on the corner to resize it. Once that looks good, we can paste it again and move each of these into the place. So I'm just holding again and pasting. It's still copied to my clipboard. So I didn't do a great job of lining this up, but obviously you can take a little more time when you are making your real planner pages. So that's one way to make a little checklist. Another way could be grab a color that you want to use. Grab the shapes tool right here, and what's nice about that tool is you can draw as close as you can get to the shape that you want. I'm just going to draw a circle. If you draw it over here, you can copy and paste it. So the problem with drawing it here is you can't select it because it will select all of this stuff. So I'm going to draw it up here, get my lasso cut, and then just like we did on the another one, I can just paste this into place. So you could also use any of the other stickers on any of these pages. So these shape stickers are really flexible. Let's say for example you want to mark somebody's birthday. Let's grab one of those flag sticker, paste and just put that on the day, and you will see that it fits well on that day. And then you can write your note on top of that. Another thing you might do is add some recurring events. So let's say you have a meeting every day at the same time. I will also add a highlight to that because it's an important meeting. And then I will grab my lasso, circle that, copy, and then I can just paste this down on each Thursday. And you will see that it pastes wherever you put your finger down and tap paste. So you can get it pretty close to being in place by putting your finger down in the right spot. So you can see that you can really customize all of these pages with whatever color and style you want to use. You may also want to use this custom sections. What you can do with those is tap on one of them, and that will be the cover of that section. So you can write something here, let's say travel, to remind you what that section is all about. Then the pages after that are just blank pages, and you can put whatever you want on those pages. So if you go back to our sticker section, you will see in the custom section insert there are some little lined boxes. There is some kind of tracker that you could use for tracking budget goals, finance goals, whatever you want to track here. There is also a daily tracker that spans the whole year, and just some lined list, so you can put whatever you want on this custom pages, or you can just make some notes on them. So what I have done in my planner, for example, is I call this the travel section. So now every time I tap on that chat symbol, get to my travel section, and I can just swipe over, and then all of my notes for travel are there. They are very easy to get to. One thing you may need to do with this custom section is add a page. Let's say for example you used all of the pages that are available in that section, and now you want to add some more blank pages. So you can just go to the page tab, the three dots, and tap copy page. Then I can go over to the thumbnails menu and find that spot in my planner. So you will see here I have got my pink section, and then 5 pages after it. So on that very last page I'm going to tap this little downward arrow and add page after. So that's just going to insert page. I can tap current template, and that does it paste that page for me. So you could do that multiple times if you need a few of those pages, and you could also copy a different page. It doesn't have to be the blank page. For example, if you want to go over to the lined section and grab a lined page for one of your custom sections, same process, copy the page, paste it into the thumbnails menu. One last thing you may want to do is add in some text. So the spot that I'm using here is one that I brought for also commercial use purpose, and I'm sharing it with you along with the planner. So if you want to download this onto your iPad, you will do is download the font, and then I like to use the app called iFont. And so when you download the font, and it asks you what happened to open, and choose iFont. So iFont is a free app that makes it really easy to add fonts onto your iPad. So once you tap open iFont on it, it should take you to the screen, and you should see the option files down here, and then you just scroll until you see your font. So I have downloaded a lot of font. So I have a big list. If you have never used this app, you just have one, then you will see the option to install. Once you have installed, it will ask you to confirm, and it should open your settings app. If it doesn't open your settings app, I have seen it not open for me sometimes. You will go to setting tabs, general tab, profile, and then you should see the font there, and you just have to confirm it. So once you do that, the font is installed on your iPad, and so you can use it in GoodNotes. So I will turn off the note pencil symbol, tap the text symbol, tap anywhere and just start typing. So I have set this as my default font for this app because I typically only use my planner in here. So if you want to do that, tap on styling, scroll down and choose the font, and then tap save as default. So that way anytime you type, it will automatically be in that font. So that's really all you need to know to use this planner. You will notice that there are a lot of customizable sections to play around with: monthly inserts, weekly inserts, with a lot of different lists and types of checkboxes, colored boxes to put behind your weekly inserts, little calendars that are undated that you could put on your weekly page. So all of these are separate stickers that you can copy and paste it into different parts of your planner. And then I also included just some text, that just some ideas I add for those sections. So feel free to use those, or use the text tool to type your note. Sometimes you may just want some kind of simple tracker, so you can use those as well. So I hope you will enjoy using this planner. If you have any question as you use it, just let me know. And I would be very happy to help. If you sign up for my mailing list, you will get an email whenever I come out with a new planner. And also I have lots of free downloads for freebies. So sign up if you would like to get alerts for future planners. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you again next time. Bye bye.